What's up, gamers? This is Shikamaru's twin, also known as Ninja, bringing you another episode of Gamer's Voice. This episode was brought to me by Gamers Lift 2, who commented in the last video down below, just like you can in this one, to give me the idea for this week's topic, which, he said, maybe there could be a topic on Western RPGs versus Japanese RPGs. One of the points could be how there has recently been a shortage of JRPGs on consoles. This was a great idea, so I got a hold of Tic Tac Pilgrim, who is another community member, to see what he thought about it. So guys, I got with me today Tic Tac Pilgrim, who is one of the guys that commented in my last episode of Gamer's Voice, and I'm going to be asking him a few questions about JRPGs. So Pilgrim, tell me what the last JRPG you played.
See, the nearest that can really come to mind would be, of course, the Final Fantasy series. It had such a big influence out in the West with the gaming industry there. But I may have some trouble trying to recall something else, but Child of Light was one of the other games that was not made in the Japanese market, but yet was able to hold up to the good values that old Japanese role-playing games held up to.
So what?
Compared to anything else.
So what, like JRPGs, are you comparing it to? If you're holding up, what are your standards, I guess, for the JRPG genre?
Well, the JRPG was it technically holds up with what it differs so much from the Western RPGs instead is that you are given a set character to work with and their ideas and values, or that you can prescribe onto them if they're like a blank slate, which we usually see that case with the Legend of Zelda series instead. Now, JRPGs usually tend to work with the whole turn-based combat system. You take a hit, then your opponent takes a hit. Different mechanics have been tweaked here and there with some games in the past, currently now, to try and make the combat a bit more engaging at the most. A positive effect of this was the smash hit and still much looked on Jim today, Chrono Trigger, which allowed you to keep the combat active while still being able to make commands out, but you were still always in danger of being hit, so you had to always time your attacks to get better bonuses.
So you're kind of talking about like games like Dark Souls and Demon Souls, and even, I haven't played it, but have you played Bloodborne yet?
I've been playing that for quite some time. I've been about 30 hours into that right now. I'm a level 54 with what I've been spending, which accounts for souls in the game. So yeah, I've been doing that pretty far in. But it was a very interesting thing about the JRPG, since if we're counting Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Demon Souls, that they are Western influenced role-playing games made in the Japanese gaming industry. The thing is, the creator of both the Demon Souls and Dark Souls series was influenced by Western literature, which made his game look like it was made in America instead, with knights, a gothic setting, and demons and things like that as well. And he got back from just reading epic novels. Of course, he didn't understand English all that well, so he had to fill in most of the gaps of how that worked, which is why in the Demon and Souls games, you were left with a really cryptic story, and they're left to figure that on your own.
So what you think is kind of the new core JRPG is really giving the player kind of their own freedom to decide whether or not they want to get into the story or not. Because like I felt like with JRPGs like Dark Souls and Demon Souls, there wasn't really much of a story there unless you really started diving into the lore and getting into the actual mechanics and stuff like that. Like you pick up an item and that kind of tells you a little bit, and you had to dive into it individually, which I felt was kind of nice and kind of a relief, because it allowed, kind of a oversaturated market with Western RPGs that gave you the story and threw it in your face, and we're trying to make it more like movies, feel a little bit more detached, and allowed you to kind of experience it if you wanted to. It gave you that choice to the player, which I found was really nice and wasn't so detached, or it wasn't so in your face like Western RPGs are, because last generation, most of it was trying to get that photorealism and movie style kind of gaming experience, and I got tired of it. I don't know about you, but I got real tired of kind of push a button, here's a cutscene, push another button, here's another cutscene, go through this set piece, oh, it's pretty, here's another cutscene. I wanted something where I could just play and get into it.
Yeah, I saw that more with Dragon Age, the recent Dragon Age Inquisition, which I loved a lot and had sunk so many hours into my own character in that game, where they were able to make the game look nice, and looking nice, I guess it's debatable for most of the fans in the series at this point too, but we're able to still craft an epic story and characters, which BioWare was always familiar with how to craft good, fleshed out characters. The thing with another with the Soul series was that since the story is so cryptic, and as you said, you are left to figure it out on your own, is that the game respects you as the player to figure it out, not hand-holding you throughout the entire time. And that itself is to make you grow as a player, but also let you know what your characters and spirits see too, which is why you die so much. See, the core concept of the Souls games was to understand humanity, or just the word humanity on itself, which is why you die so much. You are a small, basically insignificant figure in this vast, dying, once epic world, who is basically trudging through, figuring out, doing whatever they find purpose with, and finding meaning in the meaninglessness in that world. So as you die, your character would itself, they were, say, given a voice, or there was cutscenes involved, they might just be like saying, oh, I'm so tired with this, I'm giving up. But we as the players are able to project that with ourselves and say, oh, this is so goddamn annoying, I hate this so much, I'm quitting, which is what most players ended up doing instead. But if you stuck with it, you were able to understand a more brooding concept with the entire Soul series instead. And the thing is, each player is left coming out with their own experience. Now, I can tell you that by the end of Dark Souls, spoiler alert, by the way, where you basically take the fire, Formlord Gwen, you're basically going to be wondering at that point, if you really don't pay attention to the story enough, saying like, why the hell am I on fire, or what is going on, and oh, that's the ending, basically. As I said, we are left in the Soul series to just come up with our own stories and our own experiences out of that. And I'm seeing that a lot with Bloodborne, except it's more along the lines of progression instead of a much more open world. Now, granted, Bloodborne has that same exact concept with it. It's just about, instead, trying to get you along very sneakily to, like, setting up small, like, lighting effects so you can tell, like, oh, maybe I'll visit that area later. It looks important. And next thing you know, you'll be fighting bosses in a random order in order to progress.
So thanks, Tic Tac Pilgrim, for coming out and sharing your ideas and your, opinions on everything. I really appreciate it. But that is just our two voices, guys. So what do you think? Does the gaming community really not want this anymore? Do we not like JRPGs? Are we too egocentric? Do we really just want that instant gratification that we've come to prescribe to us every day and have just really enjoyed getting now, and we have to have it, we gotta do it? Are we nothing but a quick time event community? But leave a comment down below, guys. Get into some good discussion down in the comment thread. Leave me an idea for next week's video as well, guys. Let me know what you all want to see, and make sure to come back and check to make sure that, I will be getting back to whoever volunteers their idea, and hopefully be including you guys in the next video, just like I did for Tic Tac Pilgrim. So you guys are always welcome here. This is Gamer's Voice, the one place for all of us to unite and talk out together. I will see you guys next time.